The surprising errors many people make while eating sardines are noteworthy. Sardines are one of the few seafood options that inherently have low mercury levels, making them one of the safest and healthiest choices to enjoy frequently. These small fish are loaded with beneficial nutrients for your heart, brain, and even your bones. They are rich in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and essential vitamins that your body relies on. However, here's the catch. Most people make several significant mistakes that diminish these benefits, ruin the flavor, and sometimes even pose health risks. Consider this for a moment. Are you confident you're selecting the right type of sardines from the shelf when you purchase them? Do you store leftovers properly, or do you inadvertently allow them to spoil? Have you ever rinsed sardines before consuming them, believing it enhances their health benefits? And the most crucial question, are you discarding the part that actually contains the highest nutritional value? The reality is that sardines often get overlooked, not due to the contents of the can, but because of how people handle them afterward. From improper storage to cooking blunders, these tiny fish lose their nutritional value before they even have a chance to benefit your body. In this video, we will explore the common mistakes people make with sardines. Some may seem minor at first, but once you grasp the implications, you'll realize their significance. By the end, you'll understand how to savor sardines as they were meant to be enjoyed. Before we dive in, could I ask a quick favor? Please hit that like button and subscribe to join our community of health-conscious eaters. If you're interested in more videos like this, type yes in the comments so we know you're with us. Now let's get started. Mistake 10. Discarding the bones. One of the most prevalent errors is removing the small bones from sardines. Initially, this might seem like the right choice. Larger fish often have sharp, bothersome bones that can be unsafe. However, sardines are different. Their bones are entirely edible, soft, and safe to chew. The canning process pressure cooks them until they become tender enough that most people don't even notice them. Here's the big secret. Those tiny bones are packed with nutrition. They are among the best natural sources of calcium found in seafood. Just one serving of sardines with bones provides over a third of your daily calcium requirements, which is essential for maintaining strong bones, healthy teeth, and proper muscle function. Additionally, they contain vitamin D, which aids your body in absorbing calcium. Together, calcium and vitamin D form the ultimate duo for safeguarding bone health, especially as we age. By removing the bones, you're not only creating extra work for yourself, but also discarding vital nutrients that your body truly needs. And honestly, you won't even notice the bones. They blend seamlessly with the fish. Many regular sardine consumers cannot distinguish where the meat ends and the bones begin. While some brands offer deboned sardines, they typically come at a higher price and often appear broken due to the deboning process damaging the fish. This means you're paying more for less nutrition and a less appealing product. The solution is straightforward. Keep the bones. They're safe, highly nutritious, and practically undetectable once you start eating. Consider them a hidden bonus that makes sardines one of the most nutrient-dense foods available. Mistake 9. Opting for water-packed instead of oil-packed. One of the most significant mistakes occurs right in the grocery aisle. Choosing sardines packed in water rather than oil. At first glance, water-packed seems like the healthier choice. Fewer calories and a lighter flavor, right? However, the reality is that by selecting water over oil, you're sacrificing both taste and nutrition. Sardines are naturally high in healthy fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids. These fats help reduce inflammation, protect your heart, and keep the fish moist, enhancing your body's ability to utilize those omega-3s. Conversely, water does not benefit the fish. Sardines packed in water often turn out bland, dry, or even metallic over time, as water fails to preserve the natural oils within the fish from breaking down. As these oils oxidize, both taste and nutrition diminish. Oil, on the other hand, acts as a protective barrier, keeping sardines fresher and more flavorful for extended periods. In fact, many food enthusiasts claim that sardines and olive oil taste even better the longer they are stored together. Yes, sardines packed in oil contain more calories, but they offer the right kind of healthy fats that are beneficial for your body. This small choice can lead to a significant difference. If you want sardines that taste excellent and provide maximum nutrition, avoid the water-packed cans and opt for those in quality oil. Mistake 8. Allowing opened cans to sit too long. Another common mistake that nearly everyone makes at some point is leaving an opened can of sardines unattended for too long. While unopened cans can last for years, once you remove the lid, the countdown begins. As soon as sardines are exposed to air, they start to deteriorate. The healthy oils within begin to oxidize, altering the flavor and breaking down valuable omega-3 fats, the very reason many of us consume sardines in the first place. This means that the longer they sit, the less nutrition you receive and the worse they taste. The shelf life of open sardines depends on their packing. Sardines in water spoil the quickest, typically within 24 hours, while those in oil can last 2 to 3 days in the fridge. If they're in tomato sauce, you might extend that to 4 days. However, the rule is clear. After a week, regardless of the type, sardines are spoiled and unsafe to eat. Another common error is leaving them in the open can. Once exposed, the metal can react with air and accelerate spoilage, introducing an unpleasant metallic taste. Food safety experts recommend transferring sardines into a clean glass or plastic airtight container immediately. This keeps air out, slows down nutrient loss, and preserves flavor. If you want to extend their shelf life, freezing them is an option, but freezing alters the texture, making them softer. The best practice is to open only what you'll eat within a couple of days and always transfer leftovers into a suitable container. This simple habit keeps your sardines safe, fresh, and full of nutrition. Mistake 7. Overlooking expiration dates and storage guidelines. Many people mistakenly believe that canned food lasts indefinitely, but this is not the case. Sardines can remain good for years if sealed and stored correctly, but heat, sunlight, and moisture are their enemies. Leaving cans in a sunny kitchen window near the stove or in a damp pantry accelerates the breakdown of both the can and the fish inside. Over time, the oils in the fish oxidize, flavors turn sour, and nutrients begin to fade. Even worse, a damaged can may allow bacteria to grow, rendering the sardines unsafe to eat. Interestingly, not all sardines have the same shelf life. Those packed in tomato sauce or other acidic liquids tend to spoil faster than those packed in oil. Therefore, if you purchase different varieties, you should rotate them. Use the acidic options first and save the oil-packed tins for long-term storage. It's also crucial to inspect the can closely before opening it. If you notice bulges, rust, dents along the seams, or leaks, it's best to discard it. Remember, sardines are one of the most affordable superfoods available. Don't waste them, and more importantly, don't risk your health through poor storage practices. With a little care, you can keep every can fresh, safe, and ready to provide all the nutrition it promises. Mistake 6. Eating only straight from the can. One of the greatest advantages of sardines is their convenience. Just open the tin and they're ready to eat. However, the downside is that if you limit yourself to eating them plain, you miss out on a wealth of flavor and variety. This is why many people quickly tire of them. Sardines are far more versatile than most realize. Think of them as an ingredient rather than just a snack. For instance, mash them with yogurt, avocado, or olive oil to create a protein-rich spread for bread or crackers. On toast, add toppings like capers, onions, or sliced tomatoes for a Mediterranean-style bite that feels gourmet but takes mere minutes to prepare. They also excel in hot dishes. Stir them into pasta sauce at the end for added flavor and omega-3s, or toss them into a stir-fry just before serving to maintain their integrity while boosting protein content. Even pizza becomes better with sardines, as their savory, salty flavor pairs beautifully with olives, peppers, and fresh herbs. For breakfast, incorporate them into scrambled eggs or omelets for a nutritious start to your day. The benefits extend beyond taste. Pairing sardines with vegetables, grains, or healthy fats enhances your body's ability to absorb their nutrients. For example, consuming them with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or peppers increases iron absorption. So, while it's perfectly fine to eat sardines straight from the can occasionally, don't restrict yourself. With a bit of creativity, sardines can transform into a secret ingredient that elevates countless dishes, making them more exciting and nutritious. Mistake 5. assuming all sardines taste alike. Many people operate under the assumption that all sardines are the same. They think that opening one can will yield a taste identical to any other. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Just like wine, coffee, or cheese, sardines vary significantly in flavor, texture, and quality based on their origin, packing methods, and even the season they were harvested. For instance, Atlantic sardines can have a very different taste compared to Mediterranean or Pacific varieties, as factors like temperature, diet, and environment influence the fish. Cold water sardines from Norway typically have a firmer texture and a cleaner taste, while those from warmer waters may be softer and richer. The season of catch also plays a role. Fish caught in spring may taste lighter, whereas those harvested later in the year tend to be fattier and more flavorful. Moreover, the packing liquid dramatically alters the flavor profile. Olive oil, tomato sauce, mustard, or water each impart different tastes. Spanish and Portuguese sardines packed in high-quality olive oil, for instance, often develop rich, complex flavors over time. Some producers even smoke their sardines, adding a savory depth, while others use spiced oils or sauces for an extra kick. So, if you didn't enjoy one can, don't give up on sardines entirely. It may simply have been that particular type. Exploring various brands, origins, and packing styles can completely transform your experience. Sardines are not one size fits all. Once you start experimenting, you'll discover a diverse array of flavors waiting within those little tins. Mistake 4. Pairing sardines with incompatible flavors. Sardines are bold little fish, and their rich oils and strong savory flavor make them powerful ingredients. However, this also means they require the right companions on the plate. One of the most significant mistakes is combining sardines with flavors that clash rather than complement. The key is contrast. Their natural richness shines when paired with bright, fresh, or tangy ingredients that cut through the oiliness. Think of lemon juice, vinegar, capers, tomatoes, or pickled vegetables. These sharp flavors enhance the sardine taste rather than mask it, resulting in a more balanced and exciting dish. Fresh herbs like parsley, dill, or cilantro add a clean, refreshing note that lightens the overall flavor. So, what should you steer clear of? Heavy, creamy sauces, buttery dishes, or overly sweet pairings. Cream combined with oily sardines can feel excessively rich, overwhelming your palate. Sweet glazes or fruit-based toppings often clash with the natural saltiness of sardines, creating an unpleasant combination. For example, sardines on toast with lemon and herbs taste light and satisfying, while sardines smothered in a heavy cheese sauce can be difficult to enjoy. It's not that experimentation is off limits, but balance is crucial. When you select the right flavors, sardines transform from mere fish in a can to a gourmet ingredient that feels fresh, vibrant, and unforgettable. Mistake 3. Rinsing away flavor and nutrition. This one may come as a surprise. One of the worst things you can do with sardines is rinse them underwater before eating. Many people do this in an attempt to reduce salt, fat, or that fishy taste. However, rinsing simply washes away flavor and essential nutrients. When sardines are canned, the oil, sauce, or brine they're packed in is not just filler. It plays a crucial role in preservation. Over time, the fish and the liquid exchange flavors, and key nutrients like omega-3s and soluble vitamins leach into that liquid. By rinsing, you lose those nutrients along with the flavors developed over months. With sardines packed in oil, rinsing creates another issue. Oil and water don't mix, leading to slippery, broken fish that are less appealing. The same applies to sardines in tomato or mustard sauce. Rinsing strips away the tanginess and richness that balance the fish's natural flavor. Regarding salt, yes, sardines can be salty, but rinsing doesn't effectively mitigate it. The salt is absorbed into the fish during canning, not just resting on the surface. A better approach is to choose low-sodium varieties or reduce the salt in the rest of your meal. This way, you retain the flavor and nutrition intact. Think of rinsing sardines as undoing months of careful flavor and nutrient development in mere seconds. Instead of washing it all away, embrace the oil, brine, or sauce. It's part of what makes sardines so exceptional. Mistake 2. Avoiding sardines due to fishiness. One of the primary reasons people shy away from sardines is the perception that they are too fishy. However, the truth is that sardines are fish. They're meant to taste like the sea. The actual issue lies not with the sardines themselves, but with how they are stored, prepared, or paired with other foods. Good sardines should taste clean, savory, and slightly briny, reminiscent of a fresh ocean breeze. If yours taste overly strong or unpleasant, it's likely due to poor storage, being past their prime, or not being paired with the right ingredients. The trick is not to mask the flavor, but to enhance it. Acidic ingredients like fresh lemon juice, a splash of vinegar, or a spoonful of tomato sauce can lighten the heaviness and make the flavor more vibrant. Fresh herbs like parsley, cilantro, or dill can also provide freshness that balances the richness. Quality matters significantly. Sardines packed in good olive oil or tomato sauce typically taste cleaner and less overpowering than cheaper, poorly processed options. Interestingly, your taste buds can adapt over time. If you don't consume fish often, sardines may seem strong at first, but you'll soon begin to appreciate their subtle sweetness and depth of flavor. Instead of dismissing sardines as too fishy, experiment with different pairings. Incorporate them into a salad, squeeze some citrus over them, or serve them with crisp vegetables. You may be surprised at how quickly that fishy flavor transforms into something you eagerly anticipate. Mistake 1. Discarding the valuable oil. This is undoubtedly the most significant mistake people make with sardines. Draining the oil and pouring it down the sink. That golden liquid is not waste. It contains some of the best flavor and nutrition. Here's why. When sardines are packed in oil, a slow exchange occurs. The fish release some of their natural juices into the oil, while the oil soaks back into the fish. Over months of storage, that oil becomes rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fats, soluble vitamins like D and E, and deep savory flavor. In other words, it transforms into liquid nutrition. Discarding it doesn't just mean losing calories. You're throwing away valuable nutrients that help protect your heart, brain, and immune system. From a culinary standpoint, you're also discarding a free flavor enhancer that chefs would love to have on hand. So, what can you do with it? Plenty. Drizzle the oil over salads instead of using bottled dressings. Use it to saute onions and garlic before cooking pasta or rice. Stir it into soups or stews to enrich the broth. You can even dip fresh bread into it with a squeeze of lemon and some herbs for a quick snack. Plus, here's a bonus. The oil's flavor actually deepens a bit after opening. If stored properly in the fridge for a few days, it can add even more complexity to your meals. Sardine oil is simply too valuable to waste. Treat it like the secret ingredient it truly is. Who should exercise caution with sardines? Sardines are among the healthiest foods you can consume, but like any potent food, they may not be suitable for everyone. Certain groups should be particularly cautious about eating them too frequently. Individuals with high blood pressure or salt sensitivity. Most canned sardines are packed in brine, oil, or sauce that contains a significant amount of sodium. Excessive salt can elevate blood pressure, so opting for low-sodium varieties is advisable. Those with gout or high uric acid levels. Sardines are rich in purines, substances that the body breaks down into uric acid. For sensitive individuals, this can trigger gout flare-ups, making moderation essential. Anyone prone to kidney stones, especially uric acid stones, as purines may increase the risk. It's best to consult with your doctor before regularly consuming sardines. Pregnant women. The good news is that sardines are very low in mercury, unlike larger fish such as tuna or swordfish. However, since they are often canned in oil or brine, it's wise to monitor sodium and calorie intake if consuming them frequently. For most healthy individuals, sardines are a fantastic food to enjoy regularly. However, if you belong to one of these groups, moderation is the safest approach. Conclusion. In conclusion, sardines are among the most underrated superfoods available, but only if you handle them correctly. From selecting the right can to proper storage, pairing, and preparation, minor mistakes can significantly impact whether you end up with a bland, wasted meal or a powerful nutritional boost. Don't let simple oversights prevent you from enjoying all that sardines have to offer. Packed with protein, omega-3s, calcium, and vitamins, they support your heart, brain, and bones while being one of the most budget-friendly foods you can find. Now that you know how to unlock their full potential and avoid the pitfalls that trip most people up, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss more tips on smart, healthy eating. Do you eat sardines often, or do you have a favorite way to prepare them? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and for being part of our community. If you'd like to keep learning, we have 2 more videos ready for you. Just click on one and we'll see you there. If you found this video useful, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.